You want to lose the weight. You're so determined. You're so committed. You're like, I can do this. So you even do things like not make the Christmas cookies, or you make deals with yourself that if you do make the Christmas cookies, then you won't eat any. But what starts happening? This is the first step to understanding why weight loss is more than just counting calories and tracking steps. I'm going to show you why yo-yo dieting is such a huge problem and why we need to understand what's truly happening so that you can make that change. The first step to understanding why weight loss is not about counting calories or tracking steps is understanding this cycle. So you were born, here you are as a cute little baby, okay? You're a baby, and babies, they just know when they're hungry or they're not hungry. They just have this instinctual trigger in their body. You cannot force feed a baby. And then the baby grows into a kid. So here we have what happens when we're kids. We're told, eat this, don't eat that, finish everything on your plate. There are children who are starving in other parts of the world. And so what starts happening is we start not trusting ourselves around food. And we're to have this message that says, I'm not to be trusted. I need an adult or an authority figure to tell me how to eat. So it breaks our trust with food. And then what starts happening is we turn into a teenager. And a teenager traditionally starts saying things like, you can't tell me what to eat, right? A teenager starts to have pushback. I currently have 2 teenagers and a 19-year-old in my house right now. I have 5 kids. And so they push back and they say, what is it really? But now what happens in this stage is that you just eat whatever the heck you want. And when you eat whatever the heck you want, you can't fight science. So now you have all these extra calories. The extra calories have to be stored somewhere. And they get stored in our arm, chest, belly, and thighs. Next thing we know, we're at a weight that we don't feel comfortable. We don't even recognize our own body, and it feels really scary. So we can't go back being a baby. And so what do we end up doing? We go back to being a kid. And what is a kid? The kid situation is they're told what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat it. There's a lot of fear around there's not enough food. We can't waste food. And so we go to a diet. And so we're now again afraid of food. So now what happens here is we have this vicious cycle where we go to a diet and then we get exhausted and we lose our, willpower. And so then we go to rebellion and then we gain a bunch of weight and then we go back to diets. This is why I am so glad you're here, because we need to stop the yo-yo diet. We need to be an adult, because an adult is able to say, you know what? There are things about being an adult that I like. I like being able to have my own house, my own car, my own job, my own income. That's awesome. I get to have this freedom. But it also means that I have to pay bills and I have responsibilities and I can't just go to the beach all day. I actually have to go to work so that I can pay for all the things that I really enjoy. So an adult realizes it's worth the pains and challenges because I get the benefits of it. This is what happens with the women I work with. I know that donut will taste really good, but if I eat too many donuts, my pants won't feel comfortable. I could be at risk for diabetes and heart attack. My arteries won't really enjoy that. This adult brain can say, yeah, I like the benefits of this. And sometimes I just have to say no. Sometimes I just have to go and lift weights. And sometimes I have to go to bed earlier. Like I would love to binge watch this show all night, but I actually would be responsible and I would feel better in the morning if I went to bed right now. Okay? So this is how we're going to break the yo-yo cycle. And the reason that I'm sharing this today is that we who talked about how we want to be good, we don't want those ginger snaps to take over, but it's because we weren't taught here. We were told what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat it. We also weren't taught how to feel our feelings. And so ginger snaps, when you eat a ginger snap, you get a dopamine hit. There's no question. However, it's like a short fuse, and then we need more and more of that ginger snap to feel good. So as you watch these videos on how life coaching tools help you create permanent weight loss, I want you to look at this pattern in your own life. Just like I said in the last video, our brain is always looking for patterns, and then those patterns create habits, which is kind of like a rut in a road. So in order for us to change the way that we use food for ourselves, we have to look at what's really going on. And as you look at this pattern, how many times have you done this yo-yo dieting? The more that you understand that you're chasing a taste, right? You're chasing those ginger snaps to feel better. When you can break free from the rebellion and the I need to be a good, obedient child, and you can be more of an emotional adult, that's where freedom comes from, because you can be in your higher brain and see the before, the middle, and the after. You can see how you're going to be in so much better shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to continue watching these life coaching tools for the 12 days of Christmas Calm so you can break free from these cycles. If you want to take this a step further, you can book a consult with me and I can give you 20 minutes of free coaching. I can literally show you what is keeping you from getting the kind of body, the kind of productivity, the kind of health that you want. I will show you the main thing that's in your way. And of course, at the end of the call, we'll see if it's a good fit to work with me. But I just want to reassure you, it is not a high pressure sales kind of call. You actually will get a ton of benefit. It will help you to move forward.